everyone, and welcome back to Art a la Carte. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you my newest sketchbook that I just finished that has all of my Copic drawings in it, or most of them. If you enjoyed this sketchbook and would like to get your own copy, I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can pick up a digital copy of this sketchbook plus a bunch of other sketches that I've done for your very own. You may recognize some of the pictures in this sketchbook. I got this one about 9 months ago when I purchased my very first Copic marker set. And if you're interested in finding out how I got into Copics, I'll leave a link to the video called My Copic Story where I share how I got sucked into the amazing world of Copic markers. So this is the first picture in my sketchbook, and I even played around a little bit with some of the airbrushing in here, so that was nice. So I don't know, but she reminds me of someone who might be like at a video game. I used to play Harvest Moon all the time, and I don't know, she looks like she should be a character in Harvest Moon. And yet again, another sweet little character. But this time I inked her in using my brown multi-liner Copic marker. Now this picture I got much more bold and adventurous with and decided to cover almost the whole page. And I really wanted to push myself to see what kind of detail I could get with Copics. So this entire sketchbook contains all of my beginning Copic markers, and it's kind of fun to look back to see my journey as I begin to learn and figure out things.
So this is a cute little mermaid swimming in the water.
I really like how she has like this shine on her fin right there. It's kind of cool. So for those of you who are wondering what kind of sketchbook this is, so this is an actual Copic sketchbook. I purchased this along with my first set of Copics. So it's a much thicker piece of paper and it's very smooth. Many of you guys asked, do the Copic markers bleed through? And this is the back side of that picture. So you can definitely see that, yes, it does bleed through. There are different kinds of papers that you can get out there that are non-bleed through papers. But I don't prefer them because you want the ink to bleed through. That's how you can blend your colors a little bit more, lighten colors. But one thing you're going to want to know is if you add a lot of ink to this, it's not just going to bleed through the side here, but it's also going to bleed through onto the paper behind it. So just take a scratch piece of paper and lay it in between the back sheet, and then it will catch all that ink. Not all of my pictures are completed. Some are just sketch ideas. So this was just an idea I had for kind of a scary, dark mermaid. So yeah, she looks a little creepy. So back to cute and sunshiny. Here's a little girl in a kimono, which I really thought it was fun to put the design in here. So I laid in the coloring background first and blended those colors in, and then went in over with darker Copics and added in the flower detail as well. Now, I love fan art. I love drawing fan art. I like looking at fan art. So this is my take on Tinkerbell. She was super fun. I liked adding little extra details. I like to give Tinkerbell like an actual jingle bell. I don't know. Some of you may recognize this picture I did from a how to draw a wolf tutorial video. So if you're interested in seeing some of these pictures done in time-lapse or in real time, definitely check through my video archives and you might find a lot of these in there. So now, not every single picture in my sketchbook is one that I am totally 100% satisfied. So this piece here looked a lot better in my mind. I mean, it turned out okay, but in my mind, it turned out so much better. So I'm not 100% satisfied with this, but I put the idea down, and it might be something that I go back to later on and rework. After I did this, I did post a picture of this piece, and a lot of people were saying, oh, look, it's Anna and Elsa. And actually, I only thought of that after I finished drawing the picture, and then it was like a no-brainer. Yeah, it looks like Anna and Elsa. Originally, my idea was to do a season change, so this was fall into winter, which just the color schemes then go with Anna and Elsa, so yeah. Alright, so this piece is definitely fan art. I love playing video games. I loved playing video games more when I had time to play video games, but I still enjoy a good video game art or story. So if you guys know what story she is from, let me know in the comment section below. We'll see how well I did on her art. Also, not every picture in my sketchbook ever gets completed, and for various reasons. This one here, I just started sketching her up and just lost interest in the sketch itself. I mean, I didn't even make it past the sketching part. I kind of was just beginning to finish blocking her in, going into adding detail in, and got bored. I don't know why. This was a fun piece to do because I had actually done a similar piece to this when I used my Spectrum Noir markers, and I wanted to do a comparison to see how different they are. And so it was really fun to take that piece and redo it again. So I did this one obviously around Christmas time. This was for one of the Christmas videos that I did, and this time was a little Christmas holiday elf. And yet again, another picture that just did not turn out. And the reason I stopped in this is I just didn't like how this part was. And I could have kept working with it, but it was going to use up a lot of marker ink, and I didn't want to waste the marker ink because I already didn't like the sketch. So that's why she was abandoned. Now this is the mystery. Check this out. I cut a picture out of here. Now normally if I cut a sketch out, it's because I'm going to scan it into my computer, but I'll tape it back in here. But I didn't tape this one back in here. And I don't remember which one it is, so it's the mystery. It's like the lost picture. I don't know. This one I was trying to figure out if I could get the same effect I can get with watercolor colored pencils and get like a sunset blended look. So it was my first attempt. So this piece here is undoubtedly my favorite piece in this entire sketchbook. Not because it's the best drawing or whatever, but this piece here inspired a project I'm working on that I'm having so much fun working on, which is my Alice in Wonderland steampunk coloring book. And I haven't worked a lot on it, but it is just one of my favorite things to ponder and sketch out. And this started it all. It was actually one of my, this was from my 10 marker challenge where I chose 10 markers and had to use all 10 of them in one picture. Yet another piece from my holiday collection. This was a little Santa ornament. And another piece that never got finished, and I don't know why she didn't get finished, because she just made it past the build up, the form pose, and now it's to the really fun part where you get to design the costume and things like that, and I didn't finish her. So I think she will probably be one that I will go back and revisit and hopefully finish sometime in the future. Would you like to stop and smell the flowers? This was from my How to Draw and Color a Rose. And this cute little sketch did not get abandoned, it got put on hold. So I wanted to do a little forget-me-not flower fairy kind of piece, and I sketched it and really liked the sketch and started adding in my colors, but my blue collection in my Copic markers is not wide. I do not have a wide selection of blue, and I didn't have the shade that I wanted for the actual flowers. And it's so sad, so I'm just putting it on hold until I get the right shade and then I'll finish it. So yeah, never fear. Someday she'll be finished. There's my little Twilight Sparkle girl sitting reading books. Also from a tutorial. Yay for BB-8! So one of my viewer friends named Tristan told me that he has drawn BB-8 so many times based off the tutorial. So good job for practicing, Tristan. That's awesome. So here's another piece that also did not turn out. It was an experiment, and that's what sketchbooks are about. Sketchbooks are for taking an idea or a thought, or can I get my art to do this? And so what I wanted to attempt to do was a kind of a glowing ghost horse. And it kind of worked. It looks more like a glass horse, not really a glowing ghost horse, but it was a fun practice. Now this girl definitely has something majorly wrong with her shoulder here. It's like, I think, super dislocated. Something went wrong there. Alright, I think this one though might be my second favorite piece, which is Sailor Moon, and I absolutely adore this piece. I love Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon was the first anime that I ever watched as a child. Actually, I didn't even watch it as a child. I was at 17 or 18 when I first started watching it. So this next piece is all because of you guys. So many of you guys commented and sent me messages saying, have you watched Miraculous Ladybug yet? Have you seen it? If you have, can you do a tutorial on it? And believe me, when you guys ask for something in large mass volumes, I definitely do listen. And so yeah, I went and got on YouTube and started watching a couple episodes, only intending to watch one or two just to understand what the character was so that I could draw it, and got hooked into the series and ended up just binge watching Miraculous Ladybug. So thank you for that, because that is a fun show. Here's a ballerina from the Stories in My Head video. This video here had some of the best comments. I love reading the comments in this video. So if you want to read some fun comments or leave some fun comments, head over to the Stories in My Head video and comment away. That was fun. Also, some more fan art from Miraculous Ladybug. So here's Cat Noir, looking pretty cool. If you want to find out what I feel about this picture, I have a speed drawing of him as well, where I talk about what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and how I feel I ruined the picture. So I originally recorded drawing and coloring this piece, and I don't know if I actually kept the footage. I'm hoping I did. It's a nice piece, but it's not finished, and it never will be. And I'm hoping I still have the footage to this, because I really want to do a video talking about the top reasons we doom our own art. And so this art piece was doomed almost from the beginning. Not because the drawing itself is bad, but for some specific reasons. And so hopefully I'll be doing a video on this soon. So if you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on that video or any of the other videos. This was a fun one to do. So I wanted to do some different looks from around the world. So this one I did from India, and it was so much fun to do some research on traditional saris, and they are so beautiful. I want to just walk around and wear saris all day. So pretty. And it was really fun to do this kind of pattern. And I actually got the design pattern from Henna Tattoos. So that was really fun to do some research on that. So, yeah. So this piece here is a good example of something looking better in our head than it does on paper. So I had this idea of doing this kind of princess with wearing this kind of peacock inspired gown. And again, it looked a lot better in my head. This was a fun challenge. This was my last 3 marker challenge, which was super fun, and the owl came out really, really cute. I love this little cute wolf pup boy. Also from one of my tutorials that I did on how to draw a cute wolf cub boy. Random cartoon self-portrait. So in the month of May, there's a hashtag movement going on, which is called hashtag MerMay. And so the challenge is to draw a mermaid every single day in the month of May, which I thought, easy peasy, I love drawing mermaids. It's going to be so much fun. But it's not easy peasy. I'm so far behind. It is not as easy to draw a specific topic. I draw every day, but usually I have really set projects or commissions and things like that that I'm working and deadlines. So to be able to sit and draw whatever I want is a little harder than what I thought it was going to be. So yeah, trying to draw a mermaid every day, not so easy. So this next piece is one that I haven't even posted yet. So this will be a video on how to draw an orca whale. And then I pushed myself, I wanted to see if I could create a galaxy effect using my Copic markers. So I can do galaxy effects using Prismacolors or watercolors, but I've never tried it with Copics. And it took a lot of time and a ton of ink, but I think it turned out pretty good. Also another picture from an upcoming video. So this is going to be a match cartoon for the cute little wolf pup boy. So I drew a little kitty cat girl. And the final picture in this piece probably is the most inspiring to me. And even though I don't consider this a finished piece and I really want to redo this one and make it even cooler looking, I really like how this one turned out, how soft all the colors are, and the design of her so cool. I was looking at some photos of some jellyfish, and I thought, I want to draw like a jellyfish fairy. And so originally I thought maybe drawing a little jellyfish and having a little fairy sitting on top of it. But then as I began sketching it out, I made her dress kind of like this jellyfish thing. And she has all these little pearl tendrils down here, and I don't know, it was fun. I hope you enjoyed this review of the sketchbook, and that it's encouraging and inspirational to you. I love looking at people's sketchbooks. It's probably one of my favorite videos to watch is people's sketchbooks. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the sketchbook. And again, if you'd like to purchase your own version of the sketchbook, plus all the additional sketches with it, I will leave a link to that in the description box below. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. And until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.